Everyone, it's my great pleasure to speak here today and to see you all offline. I'll do my best to be short and not boring. So looking forward to see my presentation. Okay, we'll start with the 5 major results of 2023. Then I'll continue with the 5 major plans of 2024. And then you'll have an opportunity to ask me questions. So let's start. The first result is about people key performance indicators and goals. Actually, in 2022, I had a great problem saying if people team is doing good or not, because we lacked metrics. So in 2023, we introduced metrics, set goals, and reached them. So the first metric, it actually the only one which existed before was staffing rate, and it was about that we have enough people. These are all positions filled.
Svetlana, I'm sorry to interrupt. Online audience do not see the screen. Tech people. It's just I do want to that everybody.
Thank you so much.
That everybody understands the information which you're gonna provide.
Can I continue?
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
So the first metric is about that we have enough people. This is staffing rate, positions filled divided by positions planned. The goal was to have at least 90%, and we had 96%. The second metric is a new one. This is people return on investment, and it is about the fact that people are effective. Actually, this is revenue or profit divided by people costs. The goal was to have, the clicker doesn't work. Yeah, the goal was to have 8.2. We had 8.4. But is this good or not? Do you have any ideas? How can we estimate this? Looking forward to your ideas. Anyone willing to speak out? Yaroslav, do you have any ideas?
I think that we should add a few zeros at the end, because of course we have proportion much bigger than 8. So it maybe should be 8,000 per person.
A very good plan, thank you. But I believe that to estimate this, we should have some benchmarking. And here it is. Match Group has 3.3, Bumble 1.6, Google 6.7, and Apple 15.4. These companies are public, so they openly publish their data, their revenues, their people costs, and we can easily calculate this. Looking at these figures, I think we are doing not bad. So the next key performance indicator is that people are happy. And you all know in Play Net Promoter Score, the goal was to have 40% in 3 years. We have 42% right now. This is the trend we had a year ago. In December 2022, we had like 20%. And now in December 2023, we have 42%. And let's have a look at benchmarking. Tinder has 49, EPAM has 35, and Apple has 18. So we are definitely better than Apple and EPAM, but we are still not that good as Tinder. So I personally believe that as soon as we have at least 50%, we can a little bit relax and feel that we are good enough and better than the market. So this is the next level. These are the three key performance indicators, and we also have some sub-metrics. The first is relocator satisfaction. You all know that in 2022, most of our people, actually 43% of our people moved. And we have a challenge of adaptation right now. Just for your information, these are the locations where we live right now. A lot of them, actually. And if you look at the yellow countries, This was my surprise because we were not going to relocate people to these countries. We didn't plan Serbia, Kazakhstan, Spain, Thailand, Montenegro, and Indonesia, but we have people there and they are increasing. It was just for your information. Actually, the goal was to have people happy in their new locations. And we measure it via semi-annual survey. We are asking people, are you feeling happy in your country or not? And here is a picture. And we see that 61% of people are happy, and this is plus 15% comparing to the previous survey. Yes, we have 23% of people who say that they're feeling okay. That means that they gave a score of 7 out of 10. So that's not that bad. They're not feeling terribly. And there are also 16% who are going to move to a new country, which I think is not a bad idea also. Why not? So 61% sounds good to me. And we, of course, are going to improve it further on. The next submetric is about stakeholder satisfaction. Actually, it's your satisfaction about our work. We have quarterly survey. Once a quarter, I ask you if you like what we do, if you are satisfied. We started doing that, I think, in the second quarter. Now we have the result 8 out of 10, but it was quite a challenge. Look here, we started with 7.3 in the very beginning, which was not really good. Then we had 7.9, and now we have 8. I'm proud of it because it took a lot of effort. So one more submetric, it's recruitment. It's about hiring plan. These are positions hired divided by all positions opened. The goal is to have at least 90%, and the result is 97. I want to show you the trend of how many people we hire, actually. In 2021, it was 143 persons, and now it's 317, so it's twice more. It's a lot. And also, I want to show you the countries where we recruit. The top 5 countries. I was surprised to see Portugal and Spain there. But anyway, I think these are great European countries to recruit from. So let's move on. The second result is about business processes and automation. We've done 11 business processes. You can see the list here. What does it mean we've done 11 business processes? That means that we have a goal, we have metrics, we have description, automation, and 90% execution rate. Execution rate, that means that all people in 90% of cases follow this business process. And of course, we are to fulfill the results, the goals which we set. Let me give you 2 examples. For example, if we speak about recruitment, then the goal, just a moment, the goal is to have at least 90% of all people recruited. The description and automation. We have an automated workflow in our Slack, which is followed by all the people. So it's more than 90% execution rate. It's like 100% execution rate because you do not have choice. You just follow the automated workflow in Slack. And the key performance indicators and results. So this is 97% of all people recruited. Here it is. Let's go further on. The third goal was about succession planning and talent pool. It was discussed a lot today already, but let me remind you that succession planning is about identifying critical positions in the company and bringing up and training people to assume these positions in the future. The goal was for 2 years, for 2023 and 2024, to have 100% of our key function managers with validated successors. What is the result? Right now, we have 4 people validated, which is 13%. We have 11 people who are preparing validation, which is 37%. And we have a lot of people on probation and to be recruited. Why does this happen? First of all, I believe that my personal estimation of this result is that we are moving too slowly. And it's my goal, so I feel that I'm moving too slowly. But why is this happening? First of all, we, as a company of 25 years old, do not have enough people to be appointed as successors. So I asked this yeah, that's right. I asked these key function managers if they have anyone in their team to be promoted as successors. And I learned that actually no, that we have to open new positions and we have to recruit people from outside. So during 2023, we recruited 14 successors from the outside. Right now, these people are going through probation. Some of them already failed, but some of them are still going through probation. And some of them are already preparing validation. I believe it's a great job to be done. And I hope we'll do our best to get all of them validated, educated, and promoted up to the end of 2024. So it happens to be slower than I expected. The next is about people development and OKRs. OKR, or Objective and Key Results, is a framework to set goals, to track results, to praise people, to define personal and career growth, to give feedback. Dmitry talked a lot about it already. So we had a goal to introduce OKRs for at least 55 senior leaders in 2023 and to decide on the extension of OKRs to junior leaders and teams in 2024. What do we have right now? We have 55 people, senior leaders, to introduce OKRs. We have 30 persons with OKRs approved. We have 22 persons discussing the OKRs with their managers. That means that they usually have it ready. And maybe they are correcting it, updating it. Maybe they are waiting for a meeting with their manager. So they are in a process. And we also have 2 new leaders, newly appointed leaders. They are just in the very beginning. So the job is like half done. I also think that it is a slow process right now, but I do agree with Alexei Pleshikov that it requires a lot of effort and time to formulate really good OKRs so that they are mindful, they are committed, and they are inspiring. That's why I believe that it could take a little bit longer to do that, but it's better to have this job done in a very good way than to have something shallow and not really motivating. So let's do that up to the end of 2024 at least. And I believe that some of managers are already going to expand OKRs to their teams. At least I was asked to conduct a training for like 80 people or something like that who are going to introduce OKRs to their teams, junior leaders and specialists. So let's move on. HR brand. First of all, I want to thank Alexandra Ionova and all the PR team for what they've done. It was a great job. We wanted to boost HR brand awareness in the locations mentioned here. The goal was to increase the percentage of candidates in our target locations who know about our company and believe that the company is great. We conducted the first survey. We've never had this before. We asked our candidates if they know about us or not. And we found out that 32%, which is a lot, really knew about us. And 25% of them learned about us during 2023. So it was due our HR branding strategy. So have a look at the results. So 7% knew about us before 2023 and 25% learned about us earlier this year, earlier in 2023. I believe it's a great job done. Thank you. So that's it with the goal of the results of 2023. I want to thank all the HR team and all of you because you actually worked with your people. You contributed a lot and that's also your result. Thank you so much. That's not the end yet because I have plans. So, but it's going to be short. So the plans in terms of KPIs, we want to still have enough people, which is not 90%, but 95% already. Our people are effective. It's going to be 8.8. Maybe we'll add some zeros, as Yaroslav suggested. Why? Thank you. Okay, people are happy. This is 50%, not 42 as we have right now. And stakeholders, you are happy. I'm going to have 8 out of 10, which is the same goal as we have right now, but I believe we'll have just improvement, better tendency. Of course, I'm going to complete business processes. This is the list of them, and it's the same as I already told you about key performance indicators and execution rate. In terms of succession planning, I do believe we'll manage to have 100% of successors validated. In terms of OKRs, I also do believe that all senior managers will have their OKRs approved. Also, that they would have at least one-to-one feedback meeting. Maybe they would fulfill at least 50% of their OKR, and that will expand the OKRs to other teams. And the final for HR branding. So the goal is to have 45 instead of 32 candidates who know and think highly positive about our company. So that's it. Thank you. And I'm ready for your questions.